Hello everyone, welcome back once again and for the last time today to the April 11th pool here in Belgrade. So that's day number 1 at the 2022 LEN Champions League Final Tournament, and that's going to be quarterfinal number 4. He's Zsolt Varga, the head coach of Ferencvaros, the 2019 winner, and Ferencvaros will play against Jug Dubrovnik, a former multiple winner of the Champions League. And now the teams are being introduced. First, the Hungarian team, Ferencvaros. There were a couple of changes last summer in the Ferencvaros side, and they have a great mixture of experienced and young and talented players. He's Márton Vámos, one of the best left-handers of the world, a leading figure of this Ferencvaros team. And they've had an all-improving performance in the last couple of weeks, both in the Champions League and also in the Hungarian National Championship. And in the final in the Hungarian Championship, they beat OSC Budapest comfortably with 2 very good wins. Here's Dénes Varga, the captain of the team, and Soma Fogel, the hero of the 2020 European Water Polo Championships in Budapest, performing that decisive save against the Spaniards in the final in the penalty shootout. So there's the team of Zsolt Varga, the former Olympic champion, who actually used to play in Croatia in his player career. And now the Croats are also being introduced here, the team of Vjekoslav Kobeschak. Interestingly, these two teams met also 3 years ago in the quarterfinal when in Hanover it was Ferencvaros 10, Jug Dubrovnik 9, and Ferencvaros went on to clinch the title in the end, beating Olympiacos in the final in the penalty shootout. And that was a really memorable season for Ferencvaros. They finished 4th in their group, but they still managed to win the gold medal here in the Champions League. Jug Dubrovnik also, they have a great tradition. They won the Champions League a total of 4 times, 1981, 2001, 2006 and 2016 for the last time. And it was actually Budapest when they managed to win the final on the Margaret Islands 6 years ago. So there's the team list of Ferencvaros. Couple of Hungarian national team members, as well as Serb Nemanja Ubovic and Russian international Daniil Merkulov also included in the squad. And here's the team list of Jug Dubrovnik, the team of Vjekoslav Kobeschak, 3 Greeks, Papanastasiou, Argyropoulos and Kakaris, and many other Croatian national team players as well. So the 2 referees of this game, Adrian Tiberio Alexandrescu from Romania and Sebastian Dervieux from France. Here's Vjekoslav Kobeschak, the head coach of Jug Dubrovnik, a former great player who's been the coach of Jug since 2015. And here's actually his friend and former roommate when they were both players of Mladost Zagreb. So they know each other pretty well. And actually yesterday in the press conference, Vjekoslav Kobeschak said he thinks Ferencvaros is a slight favorite of this encounter. We shall see. There are plenty of noisy Hungarian fans as well on the stands. Ferencvaros finished 2nd in Group A behind Brescia, ahead of Novi Belgrade, Barceloneta, Olympiacos, Radnički Kragujevac, Jadran Split and Dynamo Tbilisi. And Jug finished 3rd in Group B behind Prodeco and Marseille, ahead of ASPO Hanover, OSC Budapest, Spandau, Crvena Zvezda and Steaua Bucharest. And we already know that the 2 Italian teams, Brescia and Recco, will play in the semi-final tomorrow. So Tony Popadic, the first choice goalkeeper of Hugh Dubrovnik, and Márton Vámos with the pre-match interviews. And there's the team talk held by Dinesh Varga, the captain. And the other team talk held by Loren Fatovic, the captain of Hugh Dubrovnik, who is of course the son of Elvis Fatovic, who is the current coach of Barceloneta. We saw him in the second quarter-final, so it was Recco against Barceloneta, 11-10. That's the match of the day so far. Barceloneta already had a 2-goal lead, but in the end it was Gergő Zalanki of Recco who scored the winner for Recco. Brescia beat Vaspó Hannover comfortably by 12-5, and the host team Novi Belgrade overcame Marseille by 16-10. So tomorrow one of the semi-finals will be Brescia against Novi Belgrade, and Vaspó Hannover will play against Marseille for the places 5-8. But who's going to be the opponent of title holder Recco in the other semi-final? That's the question now. Ferencvaros in the white caps and Hugh Dubrovnik this time in the blue ones. And there's the first swim-off of the last quarter-final. Here's Mr. Alexandrescu, the Romanian referee. And there it is. Today's last match, the last quarter-final is underway. And Hugh has the first possession. Well, 3 years ago in Hanover, Ferencvaros started brilliantly. They already had a 3-goal lead, and it turned to be enough. In the end, it was 10-9 for the Hungarians, so they controlled that game. Already the first exclusion, so now 6-on-5 situation for Hugh Dubrovnik. Márton Vámos is the first excluded player, so an excellent advantage for the Croats. But there's an offensive foul, so Ferencvaros has now the possession. A missed chance by the Croats. It remains 0-0. It's Wendel Vigvári who gets the call. Passes to the captain Dinesh Varga. It's a free throw. And a pass to the center forward. It's Tony Németh in that position, and the foul on him means exclusion from Hugh Dubrovnik this time. So the first power play for Ferencvaros. Juvela is out for 20 seconds. Well, Hugh missed their first chance in the power play. Let's see what happens in front of the goal of Tony Popadic. And there's the goal. And Márton Vámos makes it 1-0 for Ferencvaros with 1 minute and 15 seconds into this game. Vámos, who is of course a member of the Hungarian national team as well, won the World Championship title in Barcelona 9 years ago and was also a member of the European gold medalist team of Hungary 2 years ago in Budapest in the Danube Arena. So 1-goal lead for Ferencvaros. Just an ordinary foul, so free throw for Hugh. It's Maro Jokovic, tries to find a teammate. It's a big fight in the water, and another offensive foul. I think it was a violation of the 2-meter rule, so Ferencvaros now tries to double their lead. Vámos, a backhand shot, and that's goal number 2 for Ferencvaros. Well, it starts, this match pretty similarly to the one 3 years ago in Hanover, when Ferencvaros absolutely controlled the first 2-3 quarters. Vámos for the second time on the score sheet, and this time in the center forward position. Great backhand shot by the Ferencvaros number 5. No chance at all for Toni Popadic to save this. Now exclusion number 2 in the Ferencvaros side. Another 6-on-5 for Juk Dubrovnik. They are still yet to score in this match. Fekete is out for 20 seconds. Patovic. And a bad pass. And the ball is out of play. Pretty nervous start by the Croats. Now Fogel. The specialist of the penalty shootouts. Don't forget that 3 years ago in Hanover, Ferencvaros won the final in the shootout against Olympiacos. And Schumann Fogel had a brilliant match in the North German city. No foul this time on Nemanja Ubovic. So it remains 2-0, 3 minutes gone. There's the last quarter-final of the Champions League final tournament. Maro Jokovic, former Olympic champion, won the Olympic championship title 10 years ago in London with that great Croatian team. Fogel. His first save, and actually the first save of the match in total. And that was attempt number 1 by the Croats. We had to wait 3.5 minutes for that. Paul. Shot from tight angle, and he beats Toni Popadic as well. 2 goals from Vamos and 1 goal from Paul. And also this time a 3-goal lead for the Hungarians. And no wonder Vjekoslav Kovačak already calls for a timeout. Well, a brilliant start by Ferencvaros. And Toni Popadic is beaten for the 3rd time. So will history repeat itself? Former Olympic silver medalist Vjekoslav Kovačak with the Croatian national team in 1996 in Atlanta. As a coach, he won literally everything with Juk Dubrovnik: Champions League, Lens Super Cup, 3 times the Adriatic League, 6 times the Croatian championship title, just like this year when they beat Jadran Split in the final. And they are still looking for their first goal. Halfway through the first quarter. And another exclusion from Ferencvaros. So power play number 3 for Juk. Dinesh Varga is excluded. His first personal foul. Patovic passes the ball forward, and this time Schumann Fogel had no chance to save this. Stilian Argyropoulos, the Greek international, with the first goal of Juk Dubrovnik. And goal number 28 already in total in this Champions League season. The assist comes from Loren Fatovic, the captain, and Argyropoulos with this really cool finish. Merkulov gets the call. Molnar. Another tight angle shot, and the ball is inside once again. Well, Toni Popadic hasn't managed to perform a single save so far. 4 attempts at his goal, and this time Luca Damonte, the Italian international of Ferencvaros, finds the back of the net. Damonte, who is a former player of Savona, Nervi, Brescia Sport Management and Palermo, signed for Ferencvaros last summer. Won the LEN Euro Cup with both Savona and Brescia in the 2010s. So Ferencvaros has managed to regain the 3-goal lead. 4-1 for the Hungarians. And exclusion once again. And goal number 2 for Juk Dubrovnik. And the goal scorer this time, another Greek international, Konstantinos Kakaris. Former Olympiacos player who signed for Juk last year. So the Croats are chasing Ferencvaros. Now it's a 2-goal gap between these two teams. Vamos. Merkulov. Vamos, 14 seconds on the shot clock and exclusion this time from Juk Dubrovnik. So Krzic is out for the first time. It's the second power play for Ferencvaros. Another shot from tight angle. And 2-meter violation once again. So another chance for Juk Dubrovnik to narrow the gap to only 1 goal. Tomašović. Jokovic. And exclusion. 6-on-5 now for Juk. Daniel Merkulov is out for the first time. Tomašović. Paprastasiou. Jokovic. And that's a double advantage. 6-on-4 now. And what a block by Ferencvaros. Or actually it was a save by Šomafoga. That's gonna be corner throw. So after Merkulov, Fekete was also excluded. Here's Zsolt Varga, the head coach of Ferencvaros. The second save made by Šomafoga in this match. So now it's now 6-on-5. But still a power play for Juk Dubrovnik. And almost a steal by Ferencvaros. Five seconds on the shot clock. And Šomafoga makes the save, and they missed another chance. Now from the rebound, it was Tomašović who clinched the ball. But it remains 4-2. Now Erik Molnar pushing forward with the ball. Still Molnar. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And exclusion, foul on Toni Németh. So Ferencvaros has now the extra man advantage. And there's another exclusion, so 6-on-4 this time in favor of Ferencvaros. Fatovic and Argyropoulos, the two excluded players. Damonte, Vamos. And Vamos scores. Absolutely brilliant first period by Marton Vamos. He scores his third. 1 minute and 1 second left on the shot, not on the shot clock, but on the clock before the end of the first period. And that's a power play goal. Well, Vamos won the Champions League title with two different Hungarian teams, with Szolnok in 2017 and of course with Ferencvaros 3 years ago. with Szolnok in front of a home crowd. More than 10,000 spectators in the then brand new Duna Arena in Budapest. Beating actually Dubrovnik in the final, and 3 years ago, beating the then title holder Olympiacos in Hanover. 5-2. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Marco Juvela gets the call. Juvela! And that's a great goal. Schumer Vogel was close to save that, but from the right post. The ball got behind the goal line. And it's now Ferencvaros 5, Jug 3. Yeah. Vogel had a slight touch to this ball. The shot was strong enough to beat the Hungarian goalkeeper. 37 seconds before the end of quarter number 1. Jansik. Varga. Back to Szilárd Jansik. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Varga. Jansik. And Jansik scores in the very last second of the first period. Szilárd Jansik also on the score sheet now, and it's 6-3 for the Hungarians. Well, it's a bit exaggerating, not the last second, but only 8.7 seconds left on the clock. Maybe one more chance from the stands for Jug Dubrovnik. And was that on time or not? That's gonna be reviewed in the VR. Well, after this sixth Ferencvaros goal, quick reaction by the Croats. But it's still not over the first period. It's going to be checked. VR review. So let's see what the decision is. And the goal counts. So it's 6-4. That's a defensive mistake by the Ferencvaros players who thought the period was over. And Loran Fatovic could take advantage of that. Yeah, that was on time. You could see in the background on the clock. So 100% shot efficiency by Ferencvaros. That means, of course, that Toni Popadic hasn't managed to perform a single save. Already 10 goals and 10 personal fouls. So similar situation like it was in the previous quarter-final between Marseille and Novi Belgrade. It was 5-4 for the Serbs after the first quarter. So 9 goals in total in the first period. Now 10 goals in this one. So both teams need to improve in the defensive play, especially Juk Dubrovnik. If they'd like to do something against the 2019 champion, Ferencvaros, then they have to perform better. And the second sprint is won by Ferencvaros. So now they have the first possession. Vamos. Jansik. Vamos is fouled. And Vamos shoots, but it's gone wide. It remains 6-4. That was the first missed attempt by Ferencvaros. Eight seconds on the shot clock, and the first exclusion of period number 2. Now 6-on-5 for Juk Dubrovnik. And already personal foul number 2 for Márton Vamos. That could be interesting for the future. 4 seconds and a fantastic block. But at least another 20 seconds for the Croats. And they only managed to hit the crossbar. Once again, they have the rebound. Jokovic. Budjeles. And a 2-meter violation. So it remains 6-4. The second period is still goalless. Varga. That's a great pass to the center forward, and a classic center forward goal by Nemanja Ubovic. He regains the 3-goal lead for Ferencvaros with 1 minute and 40 seconds into this second quarter. Serbian international of Ferencvaros, born here in the city of Belgrade, but also played for Vojvodina, then played in Barceloneta. He won the Champions League title in 2014 with the Spaniards and the LEN Eurocup with Brescia 2 years later. Came from Spanish team Sabadell last summer. So Toni Popadic is still without a single save. 7 attempts at his goal, and all have been successful for Ferencvaros. There's the latest exclusion. So 6-on-5 for the Croats, and there's goal number 5 for Juk Dubrovnik. Loren Fatovic, for the second time on the score sheet, he's the top scorer of Juk so far, the captain. Well, Márton Vamos is having a rest now, since he has 2 personal fouls to his name, and it's still too early in this match. We are in the second period. Varga. But he's not the only one. I mean, Gergő Fekete and Erik Molnár also has 2 majors to their names. Jansik. Damonte. Great play, but in the end, Ubovic only manages to hit the crossbar. It remains 7-5. Krzic. Papanastasiou. And that's a turnover foul. 1 goal apiece in the second quarter. Dinesh Varga, the captain, is pushing forward with the ball. And the Olympic champion finds Daniil Merkulov. Svarga again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jancic, Damonte. One more pass to Ubovic, and that's an exclusion. So power play for Ferencvaros. And Maro Jokovic also has a personal foul to his name. Varga. Merkulov. Damonte. Varga. Merkulov. Great goal by the Russian. 8-5 for Ferencvaros. Former player of Dynamo Moscow and Kirish in Russia, as well as Jadran Herceg-Novi in Montenegro, and also former youth player, of course, Daniil Merkulov. He spent 3 seasons in the Dubrovnik side and signed for Ferencvaros last summer. Well, that's a great goal against his former team. And once again, a 3-goal gap between Ferencvaros and Jug Dubrovnik. Papanastasiou. Krzic. Papanastasiou. An exclusion from Ferencvaros. So Dinesh Varga also has 2 personal fouls to his name. Another key player of Ferencvaros on the edge of ejection. And goal number 6 for Jug. Ivan Vukojevic, the goal scorer. "19 years of age, Ivan Vukojevic. Another assist by the captain Loren Fatovic, and no chance this time for Shoma Fogel. Well, this match is not about the goalkeepers. At least Shoma Fogel managed to perform 3 saves, but what about Toni Popadic? Still without a single save after 8 attempts made by Ferencvaros. Merkulov. An easy save this time by Popadic, the first one. He desperately needed that. And now Jug is pushing forward to narrow the gap. Juvela. Krzic. Papanastasiou. And that's a turnover foul. Jancic. Merkulov gets the call. And another turnover foul. This time committed by the Ferencvaros players. Inside the last 3 minutes of quarter number 2. Juvela. Juvela now has a chance, and Juvela scores. Another defensive mistake by Ferencvaros, and it's really tight now. 8-7, only a 1-goal lead for the Hungarians. Marco Juvela with an action goal. Another youngster, 20 years of age, Juvela. And in the end, Shoma Fogel was beaten once again. Merkulov. Vamos is back. That's not the best pass to the center forward. Nemanja Ubovic, another chance somehow for Juk Dubrovnik to level the score. Still more than 2 minutes remaining on the clock in the second period. Jokovic. An exclusion once again from Ferencvaros. So there's the latest power play for Juk Dubrovnik. And that's a great block by Ferencvaros. And the Croats win back possession. And that's a double post. From the right post, the ball went to the left one, and somehow Schumacher survived. Still 8-7. Damonte. And the block this time by the Croatian number 8. It's actually the Greek international Stilian Argyropoulos. Only improving defensive play by Juk Dubrovnik. Argyropoulos. Jokovic. And a turnover foul inside the last minute of quarter number 2. Ferencvaros still has the lead, but it's now only a 1-goal gap. And Zsolt Varga calls for the timeout for the first time. He realized that the performance of his team hasn't been so good in the last couple of minutes as it was before that. Now the head coach of Ferencvaros, Zsolt Varga, had a minor heart problem a couple of weeks ago and needed a surgery as well. So he missed a couple of important matches, including the one against Brescia, the last group match in the Champions League, and the first match of the Hungarian Championship final against OSC, but he's back to work. He's fine, but he's afraid of this dangerous Croatian team, which managed to tighten the gap in the last couple of minutes. Vamos. Damonte. Exclusion. It's the number 2, Vukojevic, who has to be out for 20 seconds, his first personal foul. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Merkulov, and Merkulov scores for the second time against his former team. And Ferencvaros regains the 2-goal lead, 9-7. Once again to the short side of the net, and Popadic with that single save, a 10% save efficiency. Fogel stands on 30%. Juvela. 7 seconds. Jokovic. Juvela, And Juvela scores. Another action goal by the Croats. Now it's 9-8, and once again, just like in the first quarter, in the very last seconds, the Croats managed to find the back of the net. Still 3.2 seconds left on the clock. Great shot by Marco Juvela. And it's goal number 3 for him, the best goal scorer of Jug so far. Still 0.2 seconds. Well, now the clock runs down, so that's the score at half-time. Ferencvaros already had a 3-goal lead towards the end of the first quarter, but now it's only a 1-goal gap. Ferencvaros 9, Jug 8. 69% the shot efficiency is still pretty good by Ferencvaros, 50% by Jug Dubrovnik. Total of 16 personal fouls. 2 steals by the Croats, 2 blocked shots performed by Ferencvaros. So really interesting and entertaining quarterfinal, I should say, between Ferencvaros Budapest and Jug Dubrovnik. 10 goals coming in the first quarter and 7 in the second one. So it's 9-8. It could be a final result as well in water polo. Well, for example, in the third and decisive match of the Italian National Championship, a couple of days ago, it was 5-2 for Recco against Brescia, and that's for sure that against Recco in tomorrow's semi-final, the teams, or I should say the team which will go through from this encounter will have to play defensively much better. But that will be the semi-final. Now we have the last quarter-final here in the April 11th pool in Belgrade. The French referee will throw the ball into the water. So we have the third swim off. The first one was won by the Croats, the second one by the Hungarians. Now there's sprint number 3. And this time the Croats reach the ball first. Papanastasiou. Patovic. Papanastasiou. Jokovic. That's exclusion number 1 in the third quarter. So Zoltán Paul is out this time. And Soma Fogel makes the save. It remains 9-8. And no wonder the Hungarian fans are chanting his name, Soma Fogel. Damonte. Merkulov. Great play, but no goal. Still 9-8. Szilárd Jancsik was in front of the Croatian goal, and he's left behind. Papanastasiou. Jokovic. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jokovic gets the call. One more pass to Fatovic, but Soma Fogel with save number 5 to his name. Not a bad attempt by the captain Loren Fatovic. Now it's Jancsik, and one of the Croatian players is left behind, so for a couple of seconds, the 6-on-5 situation for Ferencvaros, but a great block by the Croats once again. It was made by the Greek international Papanastasiou. And he passes the ball forward to Marco Juvela. The teams are yet to score in the third quarter. More than 2 minutes gone. Papanastasiou. That was not the best pass to the center forward, Konstantinos Kakaris. Fogel. Merkulov. Damonte. The man was, the pass a bit too long for Szilárd Jancsik. The teams have some difficulties regarding the offensive plays, and this time Jancsik is left behind. So Papanastasiou in front of the goal, and he scores. And he levels the score. 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the third quarter. Ferencvaros 9, Juk Dubrovnik 9. After 2 unsuccessful attempts, finally Alexandros Papanastasiou manages to find the back of the net with a classic counter-attack goal. No chance at all for Soma Fogel. Jancsik. Vamos. Back to Szilárd Jancsik. Merkulov. Jancsik. Vamos gets the call. Jancsik. And from the tight angle, that's still a goal scored by Ferencvaros. Vyacheslav Kovacic is complaining about something, and that's gonna be a VAR review. Well, the goal scorer is Vendel Vigvari. Here are the Ferencvaros fans. But will that goal count or not? The French referee Sebastian Dervieux is checking that situation with the VAR officials. So officially it's still 9-0, but will that change after this VAR check? So we are still waiting for the decision. But the decision hasn't been made yet, so that's a really complicated situation. Zsolt Varga, the head coach of Ferencvaros, is also interested in that. But he is sent away by the French referee. And it looks like the goal has been disallowed. So it remains 9-0. Ferencvaros still has the possession, but the goal doesn't count. So the decision after the VAR review, there's no goal. So Ferencvaros has the possession. Now it's 6-on-6. And the Hungarians haven't managed to score a goal, a single goal in this third quarter of the game. Saved by Popadic. Juvera. Argyropoulos. Papanastasiou. And the shot goes wide. We are just through the midway point of the third period. 9 goals apiece. 10 goals in the first quarter, 7 goals in the second one, and only 1 so far in the third one. Ferencvaros still has the possession. Vamos. Vamos over the crossbar. And now it's Stilian Argyropoulos who is pushing forward the ball. Still Argyropoulos. And the bad pass by the Croats. Well, the standard of the game is not the best in the third quarter. We had a really entertaining first two periods. And don't forget that's the end of a very long season for the teams. Popadic. Save number 3 by the Dubrovnik goalkeeper. So Ferencvaros is still looking for its first goal in this period. And the center forward of Ferencvaros, Nemanja Jovovic, has his new cap. Fekete. Vamos. Ubovic. Shot goes wide. It's still 9-all between Ferencvaros and Juk Dubrovnik. Krzic. Argyropoulos. Argyropoulos, a lob shot into the net. Shoma Fogel is beaten and another action goal by the Croats. So Stilian Argyropoulos makes it 10-9 for Juk Dubrovnik. They have the lead for the first time in this match. 2 attempts by the Greek and 2 goals. That's a perfect finish by the Greek international. Exclusion from Juk Dubrovnik, a chance for Ferencvaros to make an equalizer. And that's another exclusion, so now 6-on-4 for the Hungarians. Krzic and Papanastasiou are out for 20 seconds. Vamos. Jansik. And that's a goal by the captain, Dina Švarga, who makes it 10-all. 1 minute and 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. And that was goal number 1 by the captain, who has 2 personal fouls to his name, just like Márton Vámos, Erik Molnár and Gergő Fekete in the Hungarian side. The only Juk player is Filip Krzic, who has 2 major fouls. Juvela. Jokovic, and another action goal. And it's goal number 3 already from the Croatians in the third quarter. Mara Jokovic, his first goal today. Former Olympic and world champion, as well as European champion, who won the Champions League title with Jug in 2006 and with Recco in 2015. Varga. Merkulov. Varga. Exclusion. Inside the last minute of quarter number 3, another power play for Ferencvaros. Vukojevic with his second personal foul. Dinesh Varga. Merkulov. Vamos. And a save by Popadic. That was a great offensive play, but in the end, a very poor shot. Easily saved by the Croatian goalkeeper. Another chance for Juvela. Juvela and Shoma. Fogel with the save. A vital save by the Hungarian goalkeeper. Still 20 seconds to go. Argyropoulos. Jokovic. No foul on the center forward. The last 7 seconds. Now Dinesh Varga tries to do something. That is a backhand shot. Blocked by Loren Fatovic, the two captains against each other. So that's been a really great period by the Croats. They won that by 3-1. And now they have 1 goal lead. That's the third quarter statistics. Almost the same regarding the shot efficiency. And also the extra player goals. But a couple of great action goals by the Dubrovnik side. Total of 20 personal fouls. 3 block shots each. So Zsolt Varga and his staff needs to find out something, because Ferencvaros were in real trouble regarding the offensive play in the third quarter, and also regarding the defensive play. They conceded a couple of action goals. So after the brilliant first quarter, when they managed to find the back of the net 6 times. Now they are trailing by 1 goal. Well, Jug has been better in the last couple of months, better and better. It was a difficult start for them of the season. They lost to Marseille and to OFC as well at home in the Champions League. They also lost the Croatian Cup final against Jadran Split. But then they beat Recco. They are the only team to beat reigning champion in this year's Champions League season. So they also cleaned the Croatian championship title. But Ferencvaros now has the ball. They have the first possession. And they are pushing forward to make an equalizer in the last quarter of the last quarter final. Varga. Varga gets the call. Now it's Daniil Merkulov, the Russian. Back to Dinesh Varga. Merkulov. That's an easy block by Papanastasiou. Very poor attempt by Daniil Merkulov. Argyropoulos. That's a free throw. And the block by the Ferencvaros players. Shoma Fogel, no wonder now more satisfied with his defenders. Merkulov. And Merkulov loses the ball. Another mistake by the Russian. And now the counter-attack. Krzic. Still 15 seconds on the shot clock. And the counter foul committed by Maro Jokovic. Fogel. Varga. Merkulov. Varga. An exclusion from the Croats. Foul on Erik Molnar. It's still a goalless last period in this quarterfinal. Dinesh Varga. Merkulov. Varga. Great play, but once again, Toni Popadic makes the save. Anyway, Filip Krzic is out of this game with his final exclusion. He's the first player who is out. But his team still has the lead. And now they have the X-Men advantage as well. Luca Damonte is out. First personal foul of the Italian. And there's the punishment by the Croats. And for the first time they have a 2-goal lead. Stylianos Argyropoulos with goal number 3 to his name. So Ferencvaros is now in real trouble. They're trailing by 2 goals and they have only scored 1 single goal in the second half of the game. Jancic. Varga. And Varga scores. And they desperately needed that. A brilliant goal by the captain Dinesh Varga, who makes it 12-11, so now only a 1-goal gap between Jug and Ferencvaros. And now the Hungarians are chasing their opponents in the first half of the game. It was the contrary. So this time an action goal by the Hungarians. And Dinesh Varga for the second time on the score sheet. Almost a steal, but there it is. They have the ball and they are pushing forward now to score the equalizer. Erik Molnar. Still Molnar, he's fouled and that's an exclusion. So Marco Juvela is out. His second personal foul. Out only for 20 seconds, but that's a 6-on-5 situation for Ferencvaros. Merkulov, Varga, and Varga scores once again. 2 goals in succession by the Olympic champion. And it's Ferencvaros 12, Jug Dubrovnik 12. What a fantastic game. The last quarter-final, and the Hungarian fans are hungry for more. No chance at all for Toni Popadic. It's a couple of twists and turns in this game. two great teams. And the question is who's going to be the opponent of reigning champion Prodeco in tomorrow's semi-final. Exclusion this time from Ferencvaros. Daniel Merkulov is out now. His second personal foul. Fatovic. Papanastasiou. And he scores. Another power play goal. And Hug regains the lead. 13-12. Well, the game which brought us the most goals so far was Marseille against Novi Belgrade. It was 16-10 for the Serbs, so 26 goals in total. Only 17 goals in the match between Brescia and Hanover, and 21 record against Barceloneta. Now we have 25 goals, but we still have 4 minutes to go. Márton Vámos is fouled. Damonte. Merkulov, and he scores! An action goal by the Russian after a couple of mistakes at the beginning of this quarter. Now he finds the back of the net. And it's goal number 3 by Daniil Merkulov. So great fight by the Hungarians. And that's goal number 26 in total in this match. Excellent finish by Merkulov. So in case of a draw, of course, the match goes to a penalty shootout. No extra time. But will it be decided in regular time? That's the question now. Papanastasiou. Still the Greek. Passes the ball to the teammate. Now Argyropoulos has to save it. He still has the ball. Just an ordinary foul. It's a free throw for Hug Dubrovnik. And now a turnover foul. Now Merkulov, and one of the Hug players, and it's actually Konstantinos Kakaris, is left behind. Damonte. Vamos. And Ubovic pushed the ball underwater. And is also excluded. He made a foul after the call. So it's going to be a 6-on-5 for Hug Dubrovnik, and Vyacheslav Kovacic goes for a timeout for the second time. So the Croats have now the extra man advantage. We are inside the last 3 minutes. And that's the last quarter-final in the final year tournament. Jokovic, Fatovic, Argyropoulos, Papanastasiou, and is it a steal by Dina Švarga? No. Papanastasiou managed to save the situation. Still 6-on-5. And now the save by Fogel. The last 2.5 minutes. And Ferencvaros is pushing forward now to regain the lead. They already had a 3-goal lead in the first quarter. Molnár. Merkulov. Jansik. Now the chance for Vamos and the save by Popadic. And the Hungarians have the ball after the rebound. Another 20 seconds and inside now the last 2 minutes. It's really chaotic but still entertaining game. Jansik. And Jansik scores! Action goal once again by the Hungarians. 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. What a comeback by the Hungarians. The Croats also had their comeback in the second and the third quarter of the game. So now Maro Jokovic with the ball, and this time the Croats are chasing their opponent. Juvela. Fatovic, Juvela, Fatovic. And almost a steal once again by Ferencvaros. It was Máton Vamos who touched the ball. Fatovic. And an easy block by Ferencvaros. And now 1 minute and 11 seconds. Zsolt Varga still has the opportunity to call for a timeout. No more opportunities for Vyacheslav Kovacic. Now the last minute. Merkulov. If Ferencvaros manages to score, it could be all over for Juk Dubrovnik. Vamos. They are pretty far away from the Croatian goal and now they are losing the ball. So maybe the last chance, the last offensive play for Juk Dubrovnik. Can they put this game to the penalty shootout? And there's another major foul, so exclusion from Ferencvaros. Wendel Vigvári is out for the first time, and now the 6-on-5 situation. The really last chance for Juk Dubrovnik to level the score. Papanastasiou. And they shoot wide. A missed chance by the Croats. And the Ferencvaros fans are already celebrating. Merkulov with the ball and the clock runs down. A heroic win by Ferencvaros with two great teams. The Croats also have their chances. But in the end, they are losing once again by 1 goal to Ferencvaros, just like 3 years ago in Hanover in the quarterfinal. And that means Ferencvaros, the 2019 champion, will be the opponent of Recco. That could be, and that will be actually, the rematch of last year's final here in Belgrade, when Recco beat Ferencvaros. Well, no wonder that the Croats are pretty nervous. But the winner is Ferencvaros Budapest. The Hungarians managed to get through to the final in the last 2 occasions. In 2019 they won the gold medal against Olympiacos in the final. Last year they lost the final to Recco. Now there's another former Olympic champion, Norbert Madaras, the president of the water polo section of Ferencvaros. Balázs Nyéki, the assistant coach. But they are the 2 great friends, former roommates in Mlado Zagreb, the 2 head coaches, Zsolt Varga and Vyacheslav Kovacic. This time Kovacic had to congratulate to Varga. Well, plenty of ups and downs for Ferencvaros in this match. And now these fans can be here also tomorrow in the semi-final. It won't be easy, however, against Pro Recco. And Duke Dubrovnik will play once again only for the places 58. So we're waiting, of course, for the final statistics and for the final post-match interviews.